Welcome to Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff Today I got a returning special guest. Stay tuned, you will love this. Welcome to Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff. Today we are at Franklin Road Baptist Church. For love never fails. All right, I got that part right. Today we're doing a show and I'm featuring a young man by the name of That's part of the show. Zaki Brooks. You guys may remember him from Chop Jr. He's a little bit past that now. And he came to show you some of the things he have learned since that show. I've been with him, and today he's gonna do a hot bacon dressing with some spinach. And I'm gonna let him show you. Go ahead and get started, young man.
Oh, I just wanna say, hey, you guys, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So basically you wanna start out with bacon. It depends on how much bacon you like. So I'm gonna do 3 strips of bacon, actually, and we're just gonna go and get started.
All right.
Get my gloves on.
Yeah, there you go. Put on a pair of gloves, because you know somebody's gonna see you. You didn't put no gloves on, man. Yeah. So three strips of bacon.
Yes, sir.
What else we going with?
And you're gonna have a little bit of onions. We're gonna add vinegar, water, sugar, and a little bit of cornstarch.
Yes.
So what you wanna do is you just wanna cut the bacon just long ways, just going all the way down. You're gonna do 2 cuts. And then when you get to doing those 2 cuts, you're gonna bring the bacon back together and you're just gonna start dicing the bacon, actually. Doesn't matter how you like your bacon, how you prefer it. And then you're gonna go ahead and turn your pan on, the heat on. We're gonna turn it on a medium to medium-high heat, whatever you prefer.
Click it one time. There you go.
Let it heat up for a little bit, and that's when you're gonna add your bacon in. And then next, we're gonna dice up the onion. Depends on how much onions you like. I like a lot of onions, but since I'm cooking for you guys today, I'm just gonna do a few. And you're just gonna dice up your onion. As you can hear, my bacon is sizzling, and you're just gonna start stirring up the bacon. You wanna try to caramelize the bacon as much as you can, but you don't want it to cook it all the way, actually.
Look good. Looking good already. And you know that bacon gonna create some fat, right?
Yes, sir. You really don't need to add any salt or any flavor because the bacon grease and the onion is really what's gonna give it the flavor. And now you can add your onions. And you just want to let that cook for about 2 or 3 minutes.
Looking good.
You take it off the heat.
You may want to leave it on that just a little
and then
longer.
you put it back on the heat.
There you go. There you go. Looking good. And you're a big fan of bacon?
Yes, sir. I love bacon, especially Canadian bacon. It's my
Especially
favorite.
Canadian bacon?
Yes, sir.
All right then. You eat bacon and banana sandwiches?
No, never. I really don't like bananas. I eat them every now and then, but they're really not my favorite.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What you use bacon on?
Bacon, I like it on my sandwiches, like at Subway and Firehouse Subs, and also for breakfast. If there's not any bacon, I really don't eat it.
I understand you like toasted bacon.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. That's actually looking good.
Yeah. Let's turn the heat up a little bit more. There you go. All right, what are you gonna add next?
And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna add your vinegar. We're gonna do 1 cup of vinegar. Don't be afraid of it. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you.
That's right.
And then we're gonna add just a little bit of water. Just a little bit.
Looking good.
And now you're just gonna let that simmer for the next 2 to 3 minutes. And then when you let that get through simmering, that's when you're gonna add your sugar in. And we're gonna use 1/4 cup of sugar.
Wow. Can y'all smell that out there? Nothing like smell-o-vision, right? Those people out there in the TV world, they can look at the TV and say, ooh, that look good.
Yeah.
You know? I sure wish I could taste it. Yeah. What all would you add to that to make that your own?
Well, to me, I would add a little bit of chicken broth, a little bit of bell pepper, and a little bit of red pepper, because that's what we like
What about
down
some
here.
green onion?
Oh, thank you. And now you're just gonna add your 1/4 cup of sugar.
Let that sugar caramelize, huh?
Yes, sir. Let it
okay.
dissolve. When I first heard of it, I thought it was actually gonna be like a dressing, how we make down here in the South, like cranberry sauce and gravy. But when Chef Jeff was like, oh, it goes on salad, I was like, oh.
Yeah. You never heard of hot bacon dressing?
No, sir, I have
You was
not.
thinking about me getting some cornbread out,
Yes,
some
sir.
bacon in it, and making a cornbread dressing.
And the next thing that we're gonna add in there is we're gonna add a little bit of cornstarch. But we're not just gonna put cornstarch in there, we're gonna add cold water. The reason we add cold water is because it helps the cornstarch dissolve, or if you wanna say, make it into a cream.
Gotcha. Looking real good.
Yes, sir.
Looking real good. That bacon is looking good. So you also can make this your own. If you want to make a hot bacon dressing and you like a citrus flavor, maybe like an orange, you can add that to it. Just add a little orange juice to it. All right, that should be good enough. Let's cut you down here a little bit, and we'll add our cornstarch. Add it to this. Let's do this. Put that down straight. There you go. And stir it up just a little bit. And you're not gonna need all that.
Yes, sir. Just 2 tablespoons, that's all.
That's it. You ought to be good to go. And stir it up. Yeah. Can y'all see that on that string? I can't see that string. This came out nice, didn't it? Came out real nice. Yeah, I'm gonna help him out a little bit. I'm gonna cut him a little bit of onion to go in there. You can smell it. You smell it? Mm-hmm. That vinegar. You can cut it off, actually. And we're gonna take just a little bit of green onion. Good. Stir it up.
Gives a little bit of color.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Your hot bacon dressing. We're gonna come right back in just a few minutes and we're gonna put together a nice salad with that dressing. All right? Stay tuned.
Nobody wants to be stopped by a law enforcement officer.
Everyone wants to feel safe.
So we've trained our officers to first listen and then explain.
We ask if you have contact with one of our officers, you listen, give him an opportunity to explain, comply with his requests, and if there's a problem, contact us so that we can investigate your complaint.
Listen, explain, comply, then complain.
Our safety and yours matters.
Welcome back to Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff. Earlier I told you we was doing a salad, a spinach salad with hot bacon dressing. And what we're finna do, we're finna dress this plate up and make it look real nice. We're gonna take some blueberries, orange section, and a little bit of this tomato right here to give that salad a nice color, all right? And what I'm gonna do is let him put some salad on there.
Yes, sir.
All right, and you're gonna put some berries on there.
I really don't like the stems on my salad. I just don't like the crunch. Yes, sir.
That's nutrition.
Yeah. I found it out just last night.
Yep, you Googled it,
Yes, sir.
like most young teenagers do, Google. And I'm gonna take this over here, cut both ends off of it, shave it. And we're gonna make orange sections. That look good, doesn't it? Yeah, and to do an orange section, rivets. All oranges got rivets in it, just like anything else. And you just cut between the ridges. Mandarin oranges, those little ones, man, they're kind of tough to do like this.
Plating a plate is like an art. You got to know what colors go which together, and you just can't have too many dark colors because it won't be pretty.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
There are your blueberries. You take your blueberry, they've already been washed for you. I just put them back in the same container.
Thank you. If I can get it open, there it goes.
You can.
Yes, sir.
Now, there you go. Cut you up some tomatoes. That orange, that colors of the blueberries, and these tomatoes. Drop them across the top like that, and take your spatula and this spoon, and spoon you a little bit of that dressing over the top of it, and you'll be ready to eat your dressing on air.
I like to get a little bit of the sauce just to go around like that. It gives it so much flavor. And there you guys go.
Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Can you smell that?
Oh, yeah.
And this is how you make a hot bacon spinach salad.
That's his version. That's a great version of it.
I'm gonna try this.
You gonna try it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because you love bacon.
I love bacon.
That's great. That's great that you love bacon.
Wow.
There you go. You got them stems, didn't
Thank
you?
God for giving me the taste buds.
Yeah. That's great. All right. Now, y'all seen what he can do. I want y'all to give him a good hand on that. And this is the chopped champion in my eyes. He's my chopped champion, and I'm quite sure in everybody else's eyes. He's everybody else's top champion too. But now let me get started. I guess I got to do my part now. Show me up. That's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a reduction, balsamic vinaigrette reduction to go on top of this tomato here, even though I cut the top of it off. And I'm gonna heat my saucepan up right here. And you can take any kind of balsamic. It doesn't matter what type of balsamic it is. So I just happen to have Kraft right here in my hand. And I'm gonna put it in this saucepan here. If I can get it open, I need somebody with some strength.
Can I help you?
Yeah, you help me. How about that? You're younger than I am. You got more strength.
I just go around like this whenever I have sauces like that.
See?
You just go around and peel the paper off. And then you just, oh, Jesus, no.
It's hard, isn't it?
It's harder than what people think it is.
Yes.
Oh, I cannot get that open.
Wow. Wow.
Both of us are struggling.
Yeah, we are. There you go. I appreciate you loosening it up. And I'm just going to take a little bit of it, put it in this saucepan here, and let it reduce. The quantity, it doesn't matter the quantity. It's up to your taste on that. And may I borrow your spatula?
Yes, sir.
And as it begins to heat up around the edges, and what you want to do, you want to treat it like you're messing with caramel. Anybody ever made caramel sauce? If you have ever made caramel sauce, you're going to treat this the same way. You're going to stir it around like so, over and under, until it reduces like that.
It's gonna stick, so don't be afraid to,
That is so true. It was his first time yesterday tasting this, and tell him your idea, what choices you had.
See, when he said balsamic vinegar, I was like, oh my God, balsamic vinegar to me is sour. So I was like, oh, so what can I do? And then I came up with like a caramelized tomato, brown sugar, basically. That's what we did, brown sugar and a little bit of lemon zest. But the balsamic ended up tasting better than what I had in store. But Chef Jeff still like it. He likes tomatoes. I really don't like tomatoes.
Yeah, I like tomatoes. I love tomatoes. That is so true. I like them broiled. If you ever had a broiled tomato, that is something heaven. And once I get through doing this, I got a treat for you guys. We're gonna do some pork. We're gonna stuff a pork loin with some mushrooms and a mushroom sauce already made, the mushroom sauce. And we're gonna stuff it with spinach, mushrooms, and onion, and a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I'm sorry.
That was my idea, by the way.
That was his idea. That was his idea. Yeah. At first you want to do a pork chop.
And then I realized that I want to do something different. So that's when I came up with the idea to do the pork tenderloin.
Yep. All right, we got a good reduction going on here. It's beginning to get thick, as y'all can see.
And it also becomes a darker color also.
Yep. Can y'all smell it? Can y'all smell it? Good air freshener, isn't it? All right, that ought to be great, good enough. And I'm gonna take this knife, cut this guy like this, put him down in there, and let him settle for a little bit. As you know, a tomato would absorb whatever flavor it pick up. You can see it begin to get thick, like so. And if you want just something light to eat, like that salad, this tomato, and that dressing, that'll be great. Or you can just have it, balsamic vinegar. That's an appetizer. You can see how it's absorbed in there. Can y'all see that? How it absorbed into the tomato already? And I'm gonna put a little bit more heat to it. And let it do its thing, just for a little bit. All right, may I have a plate over there, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. I'm gonna pick the stems off mine. You know, it's good to have a person besides myself on the show. Because a lot of times I do the show a lot by myself, and be able to go back and forth with a person, especially with a person like his personality, it fits. I mean, that's what made him on the show, on CHOP, I think. That great personality of his. All right.
Without this man right here, I wouldn't even be cooking right now, because he's the one that has helped me along the way.
Yeah. Lay you down. I'm rusted. I don't know about anybody else. I'm just a little rusted. And I like onion.
Scallion.
See, mine don't look nowhere near like his. Nowhere near. His look way better. But anyway, that's what I was going to do with this. But to taste a tomato with balsamic reduction, it's really good. And it's kind of healthy for you. You know, you don't have all that fat. You don't have all that sodium. It's all healthy for you. All right? I'm going to move this to the side. I'm gonna go back in the back and get a piece of pork loin and clean this up a little bit so we can not look so bad up here.
Clustered, if you will say.
Welcome back. Like I mentioned, we're going to do a pork loin, stuffed pork loin. And it has mushrooms, spinach, and onions, some Parmesan cheese, and a little bit of fresh herbs. And you may notice I got a little oil here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sear the pork just a little bit on both sides. And then I'm going to stuff it. All right, let me get a pair of gloves on. Hands too big. They must give me some small gloves. All right. Y'all mighty quiet out there.
We're smelling.
You're still smelling stuff, huh? Getting over that hangover on smelling, huh? I understand that.
Mess up the doctor's work.
Oh. Wow. Either my hand I got bigger or the gloves I got smaller. All right. And I'm cutting this. You may notice I cut this thick for a reason, because if I cut it real thin, it would be kind of hard to stuff it. And I cut it about 1 inch thick. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna sear it with just some olive oil and then stuff it. And then you can roast this in the oven. All right? And I like to use Teflon pans sometimes, for the simple fact that your food can easily cook evenly and it's easy to not to stick, and it gives you a golden coat on your product, whatever you're cooking. So if you're scrambling eggs, it's a good pan to scramble eggs in. Or if you cooking bacon like he did right there, this is a good pan to do it in for that simple fact. All right? But it's taking forever to heat up. All right. Remember that sound? Got to give you that sizzle. Let's see that spatula. Thank you, sir.
So how long does it take that to cook?
This, it'll take in the oven at 350, it'll take 12 to 15 minutes. Because it's a pork loin, and pork normally doesn't take that long. This is a white meat. Meats like this is pretty good. You can even, if you want to be creative, you can add some of that to it, or any type of dressing you want to it. And as it sears off, I don't want to put that near it. As it sears off, I'm going to take it and split it open. And then I'm going to take some of this stuffing I got right here. As you can see in one of these green bag, clear bags there. Okay. Can y'all see how golden brown that became? Yeah, that's what I was talking about with these type pans. Next to a cast iron skillet that Grandma used to use and I still use to cook my bread in, my cornbread, my meat, and whatever else I can find. That would be the next thing I use. Okay, now on this meat, as you can see, I cut it that thick, and I take my knife, put a pocket in it. And as you can see, it's still undercooked. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this meat, take a little bit of stuffing, this, and I'm gonna put that whole pan, just like it is, in the oven, just like that. And then I'll put a gravy with it and cook it for 20 minutes on 350. And once I make the mushroom gravy, go over the top of it, and that would be it. And then I put it on a plate for presentation. Okay? All right, any questions? Anybody like that? Anybody like to try that? Okay, with the magic of TV, I got some already done. We're gonna eat. I don't know about y'all, but we're gonna eat. Thank y'all. That's it for Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff today. And I'd like to thank my guest, Jeffery Brooks, for being on the show. I know this young man will go far in the culinary industry or whatever he decides to do. All right, thank y'all.